What's that sound?
It's a hip-hop Cloverleaf podcast.
Hip-hop Cloverleaf.
What up? Let's go!
Cloverleaf podcast.
Thank you for tonight. Yes.
You are now listening
I'm ready.
to the Hip-hop Cloverleaf podcast.
What up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good nights, and welcome back to the Hip Hop Cloverleaf Podcast. We are your hosts. It's your boy O,
And I am EC.
and in today's episode, we got this or that. Then we got a hip hop discussion. We're talking about Tupac predicting the way hip hop would sound. To close out the show, we got what's on rotation. Keep it locked, y'all. This is Hip Hop Cloverleaf.
Hey.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hip Hop Cloverleaf Podcast. 4 leaves, 4 elements. Y'all know the drill. What's good, EC?
Hello, sir.
How are you, man?
I am good.
You had a good week?
Had a great week.
Had a great month?
Had a great month.
Yeah, it's July
It's
now.
a new month. Yeah,
It is.
new month.
It is.
We're
Very exciting.
Dang. More than halfway through the year. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It went by pretty quick. I feel like it starts off January, February, March, April, May, December. It goes by really
pretty
quick.
much, man.
But yeah, let's get into this. We got this or that to kick off the show. You want to go first or should I?
Let me go first.
Okay.
Let me go first.
Yeah. You go
Okay,
first.
Okay, I'll go first. So I got 10 for you.
Okay, cool.
10 for you. This or that. Prince or MJ?
Ooh.
Michael Jackson.
Let's go with MJ, King of Pop.
LeBron or KD?
Oh, going basketball on me?
Yep.
Damn, I gotta go with Bron. All around. He's just all around. KD's more of a scorer. I mean, like, I would take either or, but I feel like if I'm starting the team, first pick, I'm going with LeBron.
Dr. Dre or P. Diddy?
Ooh, damn. If I had to pick someone to come on the team, I'm picking Dre, Dr. Dre. Puffy's got a great mind and a great marketing. Like he's super smart.
Mm-hmm.
But I would want more of Dre's sound. I feel like Dre's sound is more classic. Not to say that Puff isn't, but I would go with Dre.
What kind of grown man calls himself Puffy? Coffee or tea?
I've been getting into coffee lately, so I'm gonna go with coffee.
Black? How many sugars you put?
I don't know, dude. I don't really like ask for sugars. I kind of just watch what other people get. Like my sisters, they always post in like their coffee drinks, and
Yeah.
I'll copy it. I'll copy their order, and I'll try them. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Burgers and fries or pizza and wings?
I'm gonna say pizza and wings, just because I feel like the wings are also kind of like an entree.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 2 entrees in one versus an entree in the side. I'm going with that.
I like the way you think. Tupac or Machiavelli?
I'm gonna go with Pac.
High tops or low tops?
I like high tops. I don't know what it is about high tops. I just feel like there's just more shoe.
There's more shit.
There's more shoe, and I don't know. I just like the way it looks better with the high tops.
Jordan 7s or the 6s?
Sixes are nice. 7s are super underrated though. I think the 7s have better colorways.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the 7s.
I like my favorite ones are the Olympics.
those are
Yeah,
bad.
those are
Yeah,
just
those are
classics.
dope. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
Overly dedicated or damn?
Why you gotta do that to me, man? Overly Dedicated has a place in my heart because that was like first Kendrick. That was like my first ever like real taste of Kendrick. I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
Overly
it's like-
Dedicated. I'm gonna go with Overly Dedicated.
It's like two different,
yeah,
like one's the beginning of his career, one's
yeah,
the later.
more yeah. So I'm gonna go with Overly Dedicated just
Overly
because that's
dedicated.
yeah,
Okay.
just more raw Kendrick.
Okay. You like your raw? Okay. Okay. Snoop or Eminem?
Wowzers.
I'm not talking about Snoop Lion. Snoop Doggy Dogg.
I would say, damn, but that's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Cause M's got bars. Not that Snoop doesn't, but Snoop I feel has more like a everybody vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I don't want anyone. I don't want to pick. I'm gonna go with Snoop.
Snoop.
I'm gonna go with Snoop
You
Dogg.
said Snoop.
Yep.
That's all I had for you.
Okay.
That's all I had
Ooh,
for you.
there were some tough questions in there. Okay. Kanye West or Lil Wayne?
I'm gonna go with Kanye. I just enjoy Kanye more
Just overall.
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isaiah Rashad or Schoolboy Q?
Oh, damn. If I had to choose, I think I'm gonna go with my boy Schoolboy.
Schoolboy?
Schoolboy.
You saw
yeah.
him in concert, right?
Yeah, he was one of my first concerts I ever went to.
Damn.
And you know what? That's the concert where the floor broke, and he only performed for like 15, 20 minutes.
That's right. I think
Yeah.
the floors cracked or something
Yeah,
like that.
it
Like
cracked.
one of the pillars, I think, was like giving in, and like they were like, "No, we got to shut it down."
Yeah,
Damn, dude,
I
that was
remember
crazy.
he was on the mic like, "Man, I'm sorry, y'all. They're telling me I gotta leave because I don't know. I don't know what he said, but he's like, I hope you guys get your money back." I'm like, "Fuck."
Did you get your money back?
I don't remember. I think I don't know. But Isaiah was actually he opened for him
He opened
too.
for him?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Damn.
that was fucking dope.
What a coincidence.
Yeah,
huh?
Isaiah's that was dope.
All right, so you pick Schoolboy.
Yeah.
Schoolboy Q or JID?
I enjoy Schoolboy's music more, but I'm gonna for this one I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
JID.
Outcast or The Throne? For those who don't know,
Damn.
The Throne is Kanye West and
And
Jay-Z
Jay,
when they get
yep,
together.
Oh shit. Ah.
I felt like that
Fuck,
was a tough
man.
one.
That is a tough one.
Yeah.
That is a tough one. I'm gonna get hate on this one.
Oh, I know what he's going with.
I'm gonna go with The Throne, man.
The
Throne.
Throne. Why? Why is that?
I just feel like they're more of my era, so
Mm-hmm.
I got that impact more than the Outkast. But,
Yeah.
but I do love me some Outkast.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a couple albums. The Aquemini album I really like a lot. So I'm a big Outkast fan.
Okay. The Throne or Mobb Deep?
Damn. I'm gonna stick with The Throne.
The Throne?
The Throne.
Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt?
I think Reasonable Doubt is one of Jay-Z's best works, but I'm gonna go with Illmatic. I think overall that's just one
I
of the
think
best
so.
projects
Mhm.
ever.
Speaking of projects, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy or To Pimp a Butterfly?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck, man. I hate choosing one. You know what? I'm gonna go with my Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I'm
I
telling
think-
Kendrick. I'm gonna add Kendrick right now. Would you rather get a new Jay-Z and Beyonce song or a new Drake and Rihanna song?
This one is a no-brainer for me. I'm gonna go with Drake Rihanna.
Okay.
I honestly pretty much hate all Jay-Z and Beyonce
Okay.
songs.
I was careful with the Beehive. You saw what they did to Trick Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all be careful. Do not mess with the Beehive.
But the one I do like a lot is the Bonnie and Clyde one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Classic.
Yeah.
Amine or Absol?
I'm gonna go with Absol. I think I haven't really listened to a whole lot of Amine to be able to like him like that. And Absol, I've always listened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. If these 4 artists dropped an album on the same day, whose album are you listening to first? Vince Staples,
Mm.
Eminem,
Mm.
Boogie,
Mm.
or West Side Gun?
I think personally at this point in my life, I think I'm gonna go to Vince first.
Oh,
I'm gonna go to Vince, then I'm gonna go to M, and then I'm gonna go. Oh, you said Boogie, huh?
Boogie and West Side Gun.
Ooh. You know what? I switch it up. I think I'm gonna go Boogie first. I'm gonna go Vince second. I'm gonna go M third, and I'm gonna go West Side Gun fourth.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting
Yeah.
that. I thought you were gonna put West Side like first or second. That was a good list. I was trying to, but cool. That was this or that. So we are getting into the main segment of the show, and in today's episode, we are having a hip hop discussion on Tupac predicting the way hip hop would sound. We've been sharing a video of Tupac, and he was asked the question, "Where do you think music is going?" and we want to hear what you guys think. But for now, we're gonna talk about it. What did you think when you saw the video?
I think the interviewer had a goal in mind when he asked him that.
Yeah.
And I think he tried to tell him, like, I don't know. It's a good question. But I think as far as his answer, I mean, it's a real answer, I guess you can say. But I want to get into what do you think about his answer? Like, do you think he's right?
I had like two different points where I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't, and those 2 points were, he's like making music about, he's like, you can listen to the radio and, bob your head to it and just kind of go with the flow. And they're going to be making music about, like partying and fucking and shit like that.
Yeah.
But when he said that, I'm like, fuck. You make that kind of music. That was the first thing that took to mind. It was like he's saying you can listen to the real or you can listen to that music, and I don't know. That's why I was like you make both, so it's kind of like how can you say that? But I also feel like being a part of that music industry, like you're gonna have to, if you want to be successful, you want to make money. I feel like you're eventually gonna have to not sell out completely and do like just a flat out radio hit, but you're gonna have to put out things that everybody, or like things are gonna have to be in a party environment. Like you're gonna want to make hits. So I feel like in order to do that, you can't, like, I don't feel like a hit can be something very conscious or something very real.
Yeah,
it can be a really great song that'll touch a lot of people and like they'll resonate to it, but it's not gonna be something that, hey, play that song where he's talking about, how he's sitting by himself and listening, being in his inner thoughts.
I have a hard time when this subject, when people say it's the music that you hear today is all about partying, it's all about, talking about nothing, drugs, all this, and there's not enough like real music out there, whatever.
Yeah,
I have a hard time with that because I think that's always been like that, even from the beginning. Like, yes, of course, there was a lot. I think when hip hop barely started, it was a lot of, rapping about your environment, how you grew up, police brutality, all of that. But soon, there's a lot of music started coming out, even back then, where it's just talking about all the shit people talk about today.
It's like the same
and
thing.
and like you said, even Pac made some music like that. It wasn't a whole lot, but he still did it. All the rappers you can think of, Biggie made some songs like that. I'm trying to think of I think even Nas has made a few records like that. And yeah, that's why I have a hard time with that, just because yes, I get what people mean. It's like there's a lot of bullshit out today.
Yeah.
But I also think that there's a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of lyricism still alive. There's still a lot about, and it's crazy because that type of music, the quote unquote real type of music that's out, nobody's paying attention to it. And I think that's the problem. It's just not getting the shine. I think what's up here, that's what's getting like
glorified,
what's getting put out. Yeah, what everybody's seeing is that type of. A lot of people associate the trap sound with that, and that's what I kind of want to get into. So in the interview, Pac says it could get harder. The music could get harder. It just depends. I think he said on their balls, or something. It mentions, So I wanna stick to that, the harder part.
Okay.
Do you think it's gotten harder?
I feel like it's gotten easier to fake. I'll say that.
Okay,
because I feel like you can really post anything and automatically people are going to believe it. So, but now looking back in like the couple eras ago, where it didn't spread fast, it was more like, I feel like actions were like that was what like would get attention and get traction and then eventually get out.
And I mean, I think you got to think that there was no social media.
Yeah, as well. And I think like, okay, you were mentioning there's more out there. There's more trash. You said like there's just like I think it's because I think it's easier to put out music now. All you have to do is you can record it from your phone and then just put it out on SoundCloud. Put it out,
upload it, and it's out there. Yeah.
So I think there's more to pick from. There's more good and there's also more bad. Like it's just the more quantity, like the chances are it's probably not going to be as good, but it's still just being able to get put out. So, but back to the initial, like, do I think it's harder? I think it's harder. It's easier to fake because you can just say whatever, and I think automatically people will believe it. Now, if that's true or not, like I'm saying, like sticking to that and keeping your word, I feel like that's harder because people can pull up receipts so much easier than in previous eras. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like people can pull your card and say, "Hey, well, I mean, you said this in 2013, like you tweeted this out, and it's not,
see it all the time.
you're flip flopping. Like, come on now." So I feel like it's harder now to be able to keep up with that, and especially like your stance on something a couple years ago may not be how you feel now. It's okay to change your mind, but people love to just pull back the receipt. So that's my take on that.
No, obviously the sound has changed, and I think a lot of people associate the new sound, like the new trap sound, with the trash. And so I think a lot of people would say back in the 90s music was better and it sounded better, and now it doesn't, right? So what do you think about associating that trap sound with the trash? Like a lot of people automatically hear trap and like, oh, they're turned off by it.
Yeah, just because it's not the hip hop that they grew up listening to.
Yeah.
I want to say like, okay, the trap sound for the generation now is the boom bap sound for you when hip hop came out. I feel like the older people in the 90s or like the older era, once they heard that boom bap sound, they were turned off to it too, because that's not what they came up with. You know, I feel like it's always going to be, oh, the shows that I watched are better than the shows now. The music that I listened to back in my day is better than now. Why? Because you went through it. You experienced that. Like, it's better to you, but it's not necessarily better in like in general. Now they will bring up points like you said, like, oh, well, all they're rapping about is guns, sex, drugs, and all that. Well, all right, like, what do you listen to? Oh, well, I listen to the real stuff. Tupac, Biggie. I'm like, what do they rap about? Well, oh, they had Dear Mama. It's like, okay, all right. You got one track. Well, you know what I mean? And that's just kind of like an example. Yeah. But I feel like either way, it's just going to get played like that. In another video that I was watching to kind of, get some ideas flowing, Pac says, don't support the phony, support the real. I feel like that element, like that is, no matter what kind of music they're making, I think like if someone is being genuine and someone's like putting stuff out that they actually care about than just trying to get paid, that's who we should be supporting. Like, we should be embracing that and like putting that music out versus kind of just like, I don't want to name names, but like, just like the Cardi B's or stuff like that. The stuff that are getting, it's just like, why? It's just, because it's hot, because that's what I'm talking about. Like, are we looking past the music? What are they doing for like their communities, or like, and I'm not saying like if your favorite artist doesn't give back to the community, they're trash. I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm just saying, but like, are we listening to their lyrics for a genuine purpose, or are we kind of just doing it just because it's hot, or just because it's hot? Are we blindly listening to that? Are we just bobbing our heads and just, yep, this is the wave. Yeah. This is it right here.
And I think, to answer that, I think that's what a lot of people are doing. And I think maybe that's what's, because, a lot of people say it's the sound, it's the music itself, but I think you got to focus on that. It's like, it's also the listeners who like are soaking this up. It's like, they don't want to hear that real, quote unquote, real stuff no more. Like, they want to hear that party stuff. They want to hear shit that sounds good, that's going to bop your head, that's going to make you want to go to the club and, go drink with friends.
You don't have to think about it.
Yeah, exactly. So
shallow lyrics.
Shallow lyrics, yeah. And like I said, I think that's always been around. Man. Yeah, it's always been around. There's It's just different now.
I don't think it's
the
ever gonna
sound's
change
different.
either. Yeah.
I don't think so either. Do you think if Pac was alive right now, he would say the music changed for the worse?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think he
Yeah,
would?
I think so.
Okay.
I feel like there's so many more artists.
Yeah.
There's so much more like ways to put out music. There's so many different sounds. I don't think he would like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
if you brought him back, if he was here now and he were to turn on the radio, which I'm not saying like that's what I would show him, but if we're comparing radio hits from now to radio hits in the 90s, I feel like it's two different things. They're both for the masses, but I feel like the music was just in a more genuine place.
Okay, with that in mind, what would be the right change? You know, like
Mhm.
if he says it's changed for the worse. So all right, so what would make it changing for the right, I guess, for the right way? Because I mean, things are
Yeah.
always you expect things to
Yeah.
change. It's not going to stay the same. So what would be the right change?
Like, I feel like there would have to be some sort of like regulation. Like, in order to put out music, you have to meet a certain requirement.
Mm.
You have to have had a certain amount, not like songs put out, but like some sort of content, like quality control.
That's interesting. So, damn, that opens a whole new conversation. So you think there should be like like official laws
Kind
to
of like
putting
a
out music?
gate, yeah, like a gateway, like someone. Because okay, but then that's the thing is, who are you gonna put at the gateway? Who's to say that this music's good and this music's not good?
Yeah.
So that's the thing is, like, you can't really do that because your music might not be for this particular gate. You know what I mean? Like, your music might not be for everybody, but for this certain group, it can, like, that can be all they listen to, or they can be something that they hold to really dearly. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think of like artists that have big followings that aren't necessarily like super big. Like I'm like, first thing I'm thinking like Lil Peep. I never really listened to Lil Peep, but like if you go look at his fans, like they're dedicated.
Yeah,
Suicide Boys,
huge.
like, you know, just stuff like that. Those not underground, but like artists that quite like haven't gotten into like the mainstream rap, but they continue to do numbers and like be successful in their own independent ways.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So yeah, this is it. So you can't really have a gateway, but like, you know what I mean? It's you can't do that. You can't do that.
What are some artists that you would present to Pac? If you were live and be like, hey, what if magically he just appeared and he's like,
If you popped up right here in the studio,
oh, let me hear something from this
Yeah.
era. Who would you play from?
I would have to really like I'd have to be like walking on eggshells, dude, because I don't want to disappoint. I wouldn't want to disappoint Pac. So I would hit him with like the lyricists first, like really good, like Kendrick, Cole, JID, pretty much like all of TDE. I feel like all of them. I feel like Pac would be like, okay, yeah, all of Dreamville, yeah, okay.
So let me make this fun. What's the first song you'll play for him? What's the first song? Like, oh, play me some shit right now.
Damn.
He's like, if I don't like that first shit, I'm leaving.
I don't know how he feels about Dre. 'Cause like I said, the recipe, I would throw on the recipe for him. But he'd be like,
About Dr. Dre?
yeah, like, oh, Dre's still doing music? Oh, shit. What year is it? Maybe some Game. I think some Game. I think he would really like that kind of sound. Another person I can think of is probably Isaiah Rashad. I feel like he's like, it's not too like far out there, and it's like close enough to like the lyrics are meaningful. Yeah, but it's also like it'll get you moving. Like it's yeah, like it's a vibe that everybody can groove to, and then it also has some substance to it. So, what about you? Who would you play?
Dang, that's I think I'm gonna stick with Kendrick. I think he would like Kendrick. Yeah, probably play something off Good Kid or something off To Pimp a Butterfly. You know what? I'd probably play him. What's that? The song.
Mortal Man.
No. Oh, that's that. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
when he's
was
talking
on there.
Tupac, yeah.
That's a crazy song.
Dude, when I first heard that, I lost my mind, dude.
Yeah.
I could not believe he was throughout the whole album. We had to do a dissection on that one.
That's gonna take weeks.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So in that video, Pac also mentions like if anybody were to pull his card, he would be ready. You know what I mean? Like he's not rapping about anything that he's not about.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's really important, especially now, because like I said, like the receipts we're talking about.
Yeah.
Anything you say is pretty much like recorded, written down somewhere. Somebody's got a screenshot of everything you're doing. That's what it seems like. So you just have to be ready. Are there any rappers that you would pull their card right now?
Wait, what do you mean when you say pull
their
card?
Like
check them pretty much?
yeah, like check them on a lyric, like fact check them or something like that. Like
okay,
if somebody like you said, oh, like if somebody ran up on me, I would have pulled out the full whatever. Like would you really do that? Would you really do that, or would you have your security team? Okay, like is there anybody that you would want to check like that?
Shit, man.
Because like okay, so when I say pull your card, yeah, if somebody were to check Pac on anything that he would have said, he would, oh yeah, like yo, check the resume. Like I've done it, I've lived it. Like I'm not talking anything that I don't believe in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Sorrel actually he mentioned that he's like, don't ever rap about something you're not about. Because if you get checked, then what?
You said on this line that you would take your AK and spray it to where's your AK?
So is there anybody that you would check? I want to know that. That was a
anybody that I would check. Damn, I just
kind of want to check 21 Savage.
Oh shit.
I want, because he talks a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's real or not. You know what I mean?
Now, I think it's okay at times to say some wild stuff because it just depends on the context. Like if you make a song that's playful, that's like the whole point of the song was to do a bunch of metaphors and it's just having fun, right?
Yeah.
And then in there you say something crazy like about you running down on someone.
Yeah.
But it's in a playful way
Yeah.
and it's not like you can tell it's not real.
Mm-hmm.
That's different than you make a song that has a hard beat that sounds like
song.
that sounds like it's a real, you're gonna say some deep shit and then the whole message is, let's say about you growing up, and then within that you start saying that I have ran up on someone, I will run them. That's different, I think, because that you're actually trying to mean it, and then the other way is more playful. So there's those two sides. But yes, if you make that real song like that, and then you say stuff like that, and then but you're not really living that, that's for sure. That's a problem.
Yeah,
sure.
and Pac mentioned that too.
Yeah.
He said like if anybody, not everybody's real. He's like, but I am. He's like, but you can pull someone else's card and you don't know.
J. Cole just had a line that said, "Rap about being broke." Oh no, I'm tired. He's something along the lines like, "I'm tired of you guys rapping about the fake stuff. Rap about being broke. At least I'll respect that." Because that's real,
Yeah,
and he just said it on his new album, so that always stuck with me.
There's no like, you can't make that up. I don't feel like you can never make that. Well, some people can lie about it. Some people like, I think I was watching a video that said like top or like 10 rappers that said they're from the hood, but they're not, or you know what I mean? Like that's like, and just because you're not from the hood doesn't mean that you can't, like, just because you don't have a sad story doesn't mean you can't be successful.
Yeah, I mean, one great example is Jack Harlow.
Yeah,
he's I've listened a little bit of the album. By the way, that's a great album. I didn't expect.
It's good, man. Good. Yeah. I was on Jack Harlow. I don't want to sound like I was the first Jack Harlow fan. No, I was on him before
Jack
he got
Harlow
big.
Since 2005.
But I did listen to Jack Harlow before the album came out, and I was really happy to see his album come out and it be really good. Yeah. And I just like the success that he's having. So shout out Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
But you were saying?
There's plenty of them. There's plenty of them that are not like that typical I'm from the gutter type shit. Like Mac Miller is another one, and not saying just because they're white that they ain't, what I mean? It's not nothing on the skin color. It's just There's plenty of black rappers that didn't go from the hood either. But yeah, man, that just lets you know it's not. You don't need to have a crazy story. You just gotta have the skill, the drive, and the will to make it. Yeah, and you will. You will.
The last segment we have what's on rotation.
What's on rotation?
This one's one of my favorite segments because I get to listen to, like, when you say what's on rotation for you, I usually like put that on
your rotation.
Yeah, like after we get done, I try to check it out. And yo, dude, you put me on some good music.
Oh, thanks, likewise.
I'll start off first. What's on rotation? I got five tracks for y'all.
Right.
First one just came out. Wasting Time, Brent Faiyaz and Drake.
You know what? I still haven't listened to that.
Dude, it's so good. It reminds me of like young Drake when he you just have to put it on. The beat's really cool. Like it has a really like sick bass line. It's super nice. I think this Brent Faiyaz and Drake is a collab that we didn't know we needed. It was good. It's really good. It's called Wasting Time. Check it out if you haven't. Headshots by Isaiah Rashad. I've noticed that we've been talking about Isaiah Rashad pretty much all episode, but Headshot, dude, that one, I don't know. I just can't stop listening to it. Yeah. I don't remember what he says in the beginning, but it's kind of like a little setup, and he said like, oh, like this is a vibe. Oh no, I got something for you, something like that, and then the song starts. That one, big time vibe. No Attachments by Ye Ali. Ye Ali
he's dope, man.
He's been one of my favorite up and coming artists. Just because like that guy's grinding, bro. He's helped produce for a couple different tracks. I know he helped produce for No Guidance. It wasn't No Guidance. But like he's
for the Drake.
And he's also has like he's putting out projects pretty consistently, and then like he helps out other artists. It's pretty cool. I just really like what Ye Ali's doing. Yeah. Not too new music, but there's a song called Speechless by Buddy.
Speechless.
Yeah.
That album's nice. Dude.
That's just it's just been a whole like summer vibe for me. Like it just I can turn it on, roll down the windows, and just cruise, bro. That's it's good, album. Man. Check it out. It's called Speechless by Buddy. And then the last song that has been on heavy rotation that I don't know why I can't stop listening to, Tequila Shots by Kid Cudi.
Oh, by Kid Cudi.
Yeah, dude, that one, I don't know. It's just like
that's a good album.
It just keeps coming back, and it's been on my rotation. Those are my 5. Okay. What you got? What you got on rotation?
Okay. All right. So on my rotation, I honestly don't have a whole lot of rap, but let me start with the rapping part. I still been listening to Baby Keem a lot. Specifically, I've been listening to Do Rag Activity. Hey, dude, that's a good song. It's with Travis Scott. It came out a little while ago. Fucking dope ass song. I always slap that on. And I gotta add the other song by him that I listened to is Hooligans. Hooligans, that's one of my favorite tracks that's come out in the last year or so. It's just a slapper. I love it. So now I think that's the only rapping parts. As I said, I like to listen to a whole lot of R&B. So with that being said, I also been listening to. I'm been going back to the Bryson Tiller album.
Which one?
What's his
Trap Soul?
No, the second one, the blue one. Fuck. What's?
Oh no, okay. One? So it's like the deluxe version, right? So it's Trap Soul, but like it's like I don't remember. It's not 10 years. I think it's 5-year anniversary.
Yeah, the 10th anniversary.
Is it been?
No, not 10.
I think it's 5.
I think it's 5.
I think it's 5 years because he added a couple songs to that.
Yeah, I think it's just called Anniversary. I think, or something like that. But I've been listening to that. Specifically the song Inhale. That's a great song. Inhale, exhale. It's a great song. I've been listening to a lot of Tory. I love me some Tory. I love him because he can give me rapping and he can give me R&B, so I like that. I've been listening to the song 10 Fucks by him featuring Mansa. I don't know how to say that. Great song as well. I've also been slapping a lot of Bad Bunny lately. Specifically, there's a newer song that came out. I know everybody knows it by now. It's called Yonaguni. It's a good song.
Hey.
Good ass song. He's speaking. I think it's Chinese in the end. It's crazy.
I haven't heard it.
It's a great song.
I'll check it out.
Another song that I've been listening to is called "If You Ever," and this is such a vibe song. It's by an artist called Now, and it's featuring Black. And yeah, it's a great song. And then the last one I'm gonna leave y'all with is I've been listening to a whole lot of St. John. You know how big I am on St. John. Love me some St. John. Specifically, I don't know. I probably have mentioned this one before. I feel like I have, but it's "God Bless the Internet." It's a great ass song.
You know, I was listening to one of our episodes. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's what been on my rotation, man.
So that was what's on our rotation. We want to do something a little bit different. We're going to make a YouTube playlist for all the songs that have been on our rotation, and we're going to do this every month. So every month, we're going to put up what's on rotation month of July, month of August, or whatever the month may be. So we're going to do that every month, and you can find that. Go to YouTube and type in Hip Hop Cloverleaf. You'll find our page. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. But we'll be putting up a YouTube playlist for what's on rotation every single month. Make sure y'all check that out.
Yeah, man.
Don't forget to add us. Talk to us. Find us at HH Cloverleaf on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So that was our show. We want to say thank y'all if y'all still tuned in. We appreciate every single one of you where we touched on this or that. We had a hip-hop discussion on Tupac predicting the way hip-hop would sound. And we close out the show with what's on rotation. Subscribe to our pod if you like what you hear. Make sure you recommend it to your friends, fam, or anybody who might be interested. Follow us at HH Cloverleaf on all social media platforms for more content.
Make sure to stay tuned to our next episode. We're going to be discussing 2 of the most influential artists of this decade. Shout out to all the hip-hop heads. Shout out to all our listeners. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to be signing off now. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with us, and we appreciate that. This is Hip Hop Cloverleaf. Peace.
It's easy now.